All right, I'm Angus and he's Dave.
Yeah, I'm Dave and he's Angus.
And you guys are here most likely because I'm kick-ass and I got that animal magnetos.
What?
It's destiny.
I doubt it's that.
No, it's probably that, man. It's not that you're kick-ass. It can't be that.
Only you can be good.
Well, I'm the talented one of the two of us.
Angus, you can't even turn on the computers that do this program.
I know, that's for the losers, man.
Well,
Hey, fuck you.
yeah, that's Steve, our producer.
Producer, my God, you push buttons on a computer. Little kids do that in school, man. You're doing what little kids do for money.
Angus,
Fuck
Angus.
you, asshole.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude.
What?
You like Steve?
I do like Steve. I'm glad he makes money, but, you know, whatever. It's not like he's a talented one, man.
Yeah.
Steve, you come in here and do my job, bitch.
Jesus, Angus, will you tone it down? We're only on episode 5 and you're already like, I'm podcast Jesus.
No, I mean, this is just the intro to the show. I mean,
Yeah.
we just wanted to let people know what they're going to enjoy.
Yeah,
I
right.
didn't say I was Jesus, man. I
No.
mean, I'm pretty cool, but I'm, you know,
Huge douche.
I mean, Jesus and I could hang out.
Man, best cold open ever.
Right, let's do the thing.
All
You're
right.
listening to the Dave and Angus Show.
It's Dave and Angus. It's Dave and Angus. It's Dave and Angus. Listen to Dave and Angus Show right now. Let's go.
All right, so this week's show, we're going to check up with each other real quick, and we're going to talk about one specific thing that this asshole, I guess, wants to make fun of me for.
Yeah, I got a story, or I guess maybe more an observation.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, it's about your bad eating. It's about your diet. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about your diet.
Fuck yeah, that's not personal at all. That should be a good thing.
Yeah, it's going to suck for you, actually.
Why do I work with you?
Because of, like, contracts. And I think they pay us or something. We get paid now, don't
Whatever. After we talk about my diet,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about why the live music business has changed so much in the last several, 10 years or so.
we? Our producers thought you guys should hear what we think about shit when it comes to the music business, man.
We're not sure why, but we're also going to close out the show talking about our lives in the music business as
Yeah.
far as our albums and the one musical we made.
Yeah, the musical and the tours, man.
Oh, God, those were awful.
Oh, yeah, they were pretty
Yeah,
bad.
not my favorite memories.
Yeah, so this one should be a real hoot.
Yeah, I would think so.
But before we get into any of that, we're going to talk some Star Wars.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the finale for the Book of Boba Fett from Star Wars.
I'm sure you space nerds are almost as excited to hear what I think
Yeah.
as you were to see the episode.
Yikes.
But on the other side of this little banjo thing,
yeah.
we will get you what you've always wanted.
You're super drunk, aren't you?
Oh, fuck. Now it's time for Dave and Angus to review some stuff and things
So we watched the Book of Boba Fett.
on that there Disney Channel.
I think we both liked it.
The end. Now it's time for Dave and Angus to do something else right now. I really did love it, man.
Yeah, we're both pretty big sci-fi fans.
I was pissed at Zach when he didn't cast me in The Adventures of Gunnar Halifax.
I can't see a redneck in space, man.
Whatever, dude, there's a Scotsman in space. That's the same damn thing.
Yikes.
So what did you think
Of the season finale,
of the Book of Boba Fett in general?
I loved it.
Did you have criticisms?
It's not really my thing. I don't really shit on other people's art.
I'll shit on it,
we
but this,
know.
not really this, because this was pretty good. But what are your top 3 Star Wars things all time so people know where you're coming from, man?
Are you sure we want to engage with the Star Wars fans like this?
I know we talked about this at the meeting. It's like, do we even want to ever bring up Star Wars?
Yeah, my number 1 is Rogue One. I love that movie.
All right.
And I like the animated series, both the Clone Wars and Rebels.
That's right. You're like that Ahsoka Tano fan.
Yep, Ahsoka Tano for life.
I think that's controversial.
I think she's proven to be amongst the best characters.
All right, and your last one?
Probably Mandalorian, but then also the Knights of the Old Republic video games, the old school ones.
Nice. All right, mine's Empire and the prequels.
All you do is bitch about Jar Jar.
I have a complicated love affair with George Lucas's creations, man.
Okay.
He hurts me, but I take him back.
Okay.
I also picked a video game, Battlefront 2, dude. Do you remember that shit?
Yeah, I was playing it the other day.
No, but the old school one on PS2.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. We used to play the shit out of
It was
that.
so satisfying to get into just a role, just murdering folk.
Right.
If I remember correctly, you could kill Ewoks. That's the shit.
No, you couldn't.
All right, so now people know where we're
I
at.
really don't think it
Dude,
matters.
Star Wars fans are fucking ruthless, bro.
I know.
We gotta be at our A game.
Most people don't give a shit.
Remember the kid that played Anakin Skywalker in the first prequel movie?
I do.
Star Wars fans ruined his life. He was a little kid, dude.
I know.
And while I hate Jar Jar Binks with a bloody passion,
Right.
I don't think the dude that played Jar Jar Binks
No.
should have his damn life ruined.
Right.
Just because George didn't tell the man babies the $100 million story just the way they liked it.
Well, that's certainly not an olive branch of peace to the Star Wars fans.
But can't we agree you shouldn't destroy people because they didn't tell a story like you liked?
Definitely.
Like, make your own damn story. Draw a picture book or something.
And I get the criticisms about the dialogue, some of the scenes.
I think all the new Star Wars get shit on more.
I think people have legitimate criticisms about the way things were done in the Disney Corporation after the purchase of Star Wars.
Sure.
There's a lot of people that think that the storylines got convoluted with a bunch of people behind the scenes at Disney's, kind of social ideologies. So,
All right, I get that.
But at the same time, they're just stories.
Right.
Who
And I
cares?
thought the Book of Boba Fett, since that's what we're supposed to be talking about,
Yeah.
it was tight, dude, but I will say it's kind of a slow burn.
Yeah, we said that about Ghostbusters last week.
Yeah, but the Book of Boba Fett was like 5 episodes of slow burn.
I love the story of the Tusken Raiders.
Yeah, no laser swords, though.
Right.
All those episodes needed way more laser swords.
I don't know, we didn't need a lot of laser swords in The Mandalorian.
The best episodes have laser swords, dude. Think about it.
I don't think it's that simple.
This isn't a nerd show, so let's get to the end of this bit.
All right.
How many out of 5 roadkill possums do you give it?
Overall?
Yeah.
I give it 4.5.
Is it half a possum missing its head or its ass?
What?
All right, how many roadkill possums out of 5 do you give the very last episode?
5+ possums.
That's maybe where the head or ass of that other possum went.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm giving the whole series 4 possums, but I'm giving the last one 5 possums.
Why are we doing possums?
Don't question the wisdom of an Angus.
Yikes. So now you want to talk about my diet, right?
No, it's just an observation I have, okay?
All right, let's hear it.
This guy likes chips a lot.
I do.
Since we toured Canada several years ago, he gets shit fucking shipped in. The special chips, the poutine chips, the ketchup-flavored Lay's potato chips.
Delicious.
This guy somehow has bags of Cheetos that no one's ever seen.
Right.
They're like, I think the weirdest ones were them Chester cheetah eyes. They look like bloodshot cheetah eyeballs, bro. It was weird.
were good,
No,
I
this is
thought.
crazy, you guys. Seriously, he has this intimate relationship with the people that distribute chips to grocery stores and convenience stores in this area. He knows them all by name.
I do. I enjoy them. They help make my world go round.
And they hook you up with weird shit.
They do. We live in a test market city, and I'm like the test market guy for the chips.
Dave is like the Yuri Gagarin for chips.
The Russian astronaut.
He was a guinea pig, wasn't he?
I'm surprised you knew that.
I know everything about the hollow flat moon, and you know it.
God damn it.
But here's the thing I noticed about you and the chips, all right?
I love me some chips.
I can't have chips in the house because my wife has that misophonia
Misophonia.
type shit.
Yeah.
And so she'll murder everyone in the house if anyone chews anything that's crunchy. It's like corn nuts.
Set her off.
I think I had one child it's missing, I think, just from chewing a corn nut. It's probably buried in the yard. I don't know.
She is pretty hardcore sometimes.
Right, so we don't do chips, but Dave here does chips. And the thing about chips, I'm sure someone's already noticed this, but I've noticed this about my friend Dave here, because he lives in my backyard, as you all know.
I live on my property in my house.
No.
Which used to be your backyard.
Something like that.
100%.
I see him all the time.
Yeah.
And he buys chips. I mean, gets chips in like crate form. I mean, I think UPS like sends airplanes just for Dave and his chips.
No, I wish.
But the variety of sizes makes Dave like a magician or some shit, like a wizard.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. Maybe you're under the spell of the chip.
What?
Whatever it says on the bag, that's what you become.
What, so I become Cool Ranch?
Well, you get those fun size bags, like a box of fun size. The fun size are little bags usually.
Yeah, they go in like lunches and stuff.
Well, you take it to heart and you have fun opening every single bag all at once in one sitting for one meal, and you absorb all the fun at once.
Yeah, they're very small. I can eat several of the bags, that's for sure.
Recommended serving sizes be damned. Dave's having fun.
Right.
And then there's a party size.
Right.
Designed for a group of people to kind of just peruse through the food, kind of graze, if you will.
Right, just a size for, a nice size bowl.
Well, the bag tells Dave that it's time to party, and he becomes a party.
I think I see what you're getting at, but what?
And when the bag tells you to become a family, you become the family-sized appetite man. That's your
Is this
power.
your deep insight?
Well, there's a king-size bag, I think, too, buddy.
Right, and then I become king of the chips, right?
I see that you get my point.
Right, well, sometimes I will have chips as a meal, so sue me.
All right. Well, I just wanted to tell everybody how much you like chips in case I want to send you a bunch of chips.
Yeah, my doctor would not want you sending me chips, please don't.
You have a doctor? God damn.
Yeah, all right, is that the end of your bullshit about my eating habits?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, then let's move on to something else on the other side of this quick thing.
Here's a quick thing. Now we're moving on. I'm making up these words as we go along. I don't know what to say,
But I'll keep on spitting that every day.
'cause I don't give a shit about your time,
Or even if any of this rhymes.
'cause I'm an Angus that'll blow your mind. So fuck you,
What?
unless you are a Patreon subscriber.
No, holy shit. He doesn't speak for the show. All of you are welcome to listen for free forever. We're very thankful to the Littermates and the SkatCats and the Inside Scoopers, very much so. And all you guys that buy merch, that's lovely.
Feel bad for not paying me,
No,
baby.
no, no.
Yeah.
We don't believe in shaming people into, supporting things. That's probably pretty dumb.
I'll feel bad, baby.
No, we don't. He doesn't mean that.
Well, fucking hooray.
All right, so when you talk about a music industry, I mean, people think of like Hollywood and they think of New York and Nashville and Austin, Texas, maybe now.
Right, but every local market has something that's kind of an industry.
Yeah, it depends on the size. A city like Seattle or San Francisco, they certainly have an industry.
Yeah, but most of the people are hustling their ass off to be part of the main New York, L.A. industry.
Right, but at the same time, people are kicking ass in their own local communities.
Right, there's shows all over the place.
Right, because playing and watching live music, listening to live music is fun.
It's one of the better non-alcoholic, non-sexual things out there.
It seems to be diminishing a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
but it's not like we have the factuals and the figures and whatnot.
Right. Over the last 10, 20 years, music has gone up and down as far as concert attendance, festival attendance. It's been up and down.
Right, and it's different between countries.
Yeah, I think some of your favorite American heavy metal bands, I think they probably work at Jiffy Lube here.
Right, and they're just hoping Ozzy Osbourne or Slipknot will tour again.
Right, but they get offered to play big European festivals all the time, kind of thing.
Again, we have no statisticals pulling this out of our rump socks.
You're rump stock.
I'm a well of genius, my friend.
All right, so anyway, the national stuff isn't really what we're concerned with, because, obviously with Napster and the internet and all of the things that happened from the 21st century's beginnings.
Things got difficult for artists to make a living. It's tougher to sell CDs. They don't go multi-platinum no more, or even like gold.
Yeah, we've never even had,
If there was an alloy for the kind of album sales we've enjoyed, it'd be called shitonium.
Nice.
But it's weird with local music, and here's why.
All right, lay it down for us.
First, a lot of people aren't playing in bands like they used to be.
Okay.
Seems like boomers play in bands, and kids do EDM shit with their laptops.
Yeah, 2 of your kids are in a band.
My kids are grounded if they don't rock their fucking asses off from time to time, so...
Right.
And one of my kids is a rapper.
Now, they should know that. I think we put that episode out already.
It doesn't matter, but part of an industry in a local community, man, part of the system of musician stuff and musical output, art for musicians in a local community.
We get it.
Is a fucking music store, dude.
Yeah, I see that.
And as the people stop playing instruments like guitars and drums and shit, then those music stores don't exist in the same way.
Okay.
And I honestly think that, that's Eddie Van Halen's fault.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Eddie Van Halen got so good at guitar that people that wanted to copy him, who ended up getting better too, because they'd sit in their fucking bedrooms for years.
Right.
Years, just drinking and playing riffs and fucking scales happening. They made it so, what can you do now as a guitar player? You have to fucking play 2 guitars with 2 hands to make it like special now.
Okay.
So kids are like, well, fuck, I don't need to do that. That's already been done. So when they hear an electric guitar going, they're like, that's Grandpa. Grandpa sounds.
Yikes, I don't think that that's true at all.
All right, fair enough. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's for sure.
Obviously.
I think we've established that over the years.
I'm glad that you'd say so. That's an amazing breakthrough for you.
Shut up, I've been drinking, I won't remember it.
That's your default setting.
But the other thing is, man, that people's interests are split into so many different ways now.
Right.
With TV on demand, with Netflix, movies on demand, with all that shit, video games on demand, virtual reality porn. You're competing as a musician and as a live entity, as a local live entity, with all the greatest shit that's ever been made at people's fingertips on demand.
Right, I see that as true.
So good fucking luck and do it yourself, man.
Right, but on the other hand, when we first started out in our careers, we wanted so much to get our music out to 10,000 people in just an hour. That would be amazing.
Right, that was a big thing, because it was more like, 12 people for, a couple months.
Maybe longer.
You got to work on your pitch, man.
Pitch your face.
So it's this weird trade-off, because more people can put art into the world.
Right, lots more content creators and content to sift through as people.
Yeah, as hungry consumers.
Right, because now you can get your music out to, tens of thousands of people at the drop of a hat.
Right, but the trade-off for that is that less people give a shit.
Right, it's not that people are less interested in music. It's everywhere, and it's the most popular it's ever been.
Right, but going to go see live music is like,
it's not as big a deal.
It's up there, but it's not where it used to be.
Right, why go see human beings and be around people when you can just be at home and put some headphones on and, whip out your wiener?
Oh, you went blue. I like it, baby.
It's for the new year, I guess. I don't know.
I'm supposed to be the lowbrow.
Right, whatever. So I think we rambled on there about the music industry.
Right, and really about, local bands. Local bands don't seem to have the same kind of gusto that they had in the fucking 80s.
Yeah, I don't know about your theory about Eddie Van Halen ruining guitar music.
He didn't ruin it. He perfected it, and he made it so it's like, well, what top that, bitch? Forever. For eternity, it's like top that.
Well, that makes it fun.
No, it's like one of them unbreakable records, like something in the high jump or something that no one's ever touched for 30 years or I don't know, some sort of Olympic thing where no one's ever done that. Some freak of nature came into the world and jumped 19 feet further than anybody had ever jumped. Yeah. And everybody else is like, well, we're never going to do that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Eddie Van Halen is the Wilt Chamberlain of fucking guitar.
Okay, now I'm more confused.
Wilt Chamberlain, the basketball player, was the greatest athlete of all time. Could bench press 600 pounds.
Right.
And in one game, he scored 100 points. Nobody's ever going to do that. Against good players. Never again will that happen.
Okay.
I think Kobe scored 81 one time. That's the closest anyone's ever come.
I'm not following.
Eddie Van Halen is a 100-point game.
All right, so because he wrote Hot for Teacher, that equals scoring 100 points in a game.
It's been fun talking in your direction, Dave.
Don't look at me like I missed something insightful. I mean, whatever.
All right, whatever to you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, antelopically, it's sad to see our local community, the age group of people that go out to live music. Shut up, man. Go out to see live music. It goes up, man. The blues cats are the ones that are out. The metal cats from the 80s.
Right. I would say country music is as, prosperous as ever.
That might be true, but without album sales, it just changed the game.
Yeah, downloads and Spotify's and all that shit, that doesn't fucking do much.
No, these big-name country artists are not the same kind of corporations they used to be.
Right, but the big touring acts, I think they still have their big staff and their big crews.
Right, and they still fucking pay the bills and people still come see them, yeah, for sure.
All right, so what's our answer? Do we have any solutions for how we, how we change things?
No, it's supply and demand. Kids want to listen to robots sing, dude.
What?
They want robots to make their music for them.
Okay, robots?
Yeah, make their music on laptops and with like 808s and shit. They just want to push buttons and be like, I'm a maestro.
I think that's super rude to say. I think you just had your son make an album where he played a lot of keyboards and he wrote the songs and he came up with these great structures and it's really upbeat.
Well, you say they're good, but that's because you're his agent now. But all I hear is, fuck you, Dad. You guys are pieces of shit. You're old. You get the cat lady singing multiple tracks in harmony. Fuck you, Dad.
That's true. That was pretty fun.
All right, so I don't think we pointed out anything. What's our solution?
You said it. It's supply and demand. If kids don't want to buy guitars and they don't want to play drums,
it'll have to be the next generation that wants to play Grandpa's music.
It is weird to see rock and roll kind of, it's not dying. There's lots of downloads. It's as popular as ever.
But diminishing in the way it used to be. Like, who the fuck knows who the rock stars of today are? They're the rock stars of old times. Grandpa's rock stars are the same ass rock stars. And who's the new rock stars?
I don't know. I don't think people want to be rock stars.
I think rock stars are YouTubers and influencers on the books.
Right.
Ultra filters on the gram.
Okay.
It's a weird ass fucking world we're living in.
It was a weird ass world for our parents when we're like, hey, check out Metallica. And they're like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
When I showed my father, who's much too old, I was a baby when he was like in his 50s and some shit. But he fucking, when I played him some of the heavy metal of my day, I played him some Slayer, some Pantera.
Oh, shit.
He was helping me fix my car one time, and I played a band called Deicide. Oh, my God. When I played him Slayer, I swear to God, dude, he was like, did I have sex with a demon at some point to spawn this kid? What the fuck is this whole generation doing? He was pissed at me, man. He was like mad I listened to that stuff.
I don't doubt it.
I played him that opening riff from Seasons of the Abyss, and it fried his noodle, man.
Yeah, we'll likely have Angus Blackburn Sr. like stumble in here at some point when we're doing this show.
Yeah, we used to call him when we were on the radio and bug him.
He hated that so much.
He hated my questions, I think, the most, especially when I probed about his Bigfoot experiences.
Yeah,
right?
Let's not start with that shit.
Eventually, people are going to realize just how much of an X-Files-y life I've led.
Yeah, he's got a dad who likely procreated with big feet if they exist. I don't know. Nobody knows.
That's not purely conjecture either. I'm suspicious. I might have brothers and sisters with really hairy big feet.
Right, and then you have a mom that she swears to God she's been abducted by aliens her whole life.
Yeah, she lives in some moonbeam cult. I don't know, like a commune outside of like Chihuahua.
Yeah, that's in Washington State. It's a weird group of folk.
Yeah, they made sure they had Flavor Aid, not Kool-Aid. They got Flavor Aid for reasons that you should know yourself.
Because they're cheap and they found some retro fucking stuff.
Something like that.
So why don't we finalize this show by looking back at our careers as, artists and stuff?
Man, I'm a master creator. I do not look back in the past. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I don't think we should ever play anything that we made before just now. Only fresh Angus for the folk.
All right. Well, they've done some research and, the test groups.
And they want us to play old shit? Why would they want us to play old shit, man?
It would have been nice to have some sort of support for any of our last records.
We're going to dig up this shit, huh?
Well, we might as well tell them like a little bit about our history.
What are we going to play, our discography?
How about this? I will pick my favorite song that we've ever recorded together, and we'll play just a snippet of it, and then you pick your favorite, and that's how we'll close it.
All right. We're working on some shit that I think is my favorite stuff.
Right. We got signed to a weird label.
Super weird.
And then we were going to put out an album in 2020.
Yeah, we had a fun little kind of fairgrounds tour that we're going to do.
We had a cool band.
And then you guys probably know what happened in 2020.
Right. So an album that we were going to have nice, produced and all that fun stuff. We got to record it in our own fucking house again.
Yeah, but we like the song, so we're going to do it.
But we did hire DJ Three Dog Down to fucking come do our thing.
Yeah, and he's done some of our records in the past, and they sound just awful.
Wow.
Just
right.
awful.
All right. So
terrible.
we had, how many albums did we make together?
Well, technically we had 4.
And our first couple of records, we were tied to this weird-ass record company, and they asked for weird stuff.
Yeah, they asked us to write fucking stupid songs.
Well, I think they just wanted to tap into your stupid songwriting genius.
Right, well, anyway, they named our album, like, The Ballad of the Medical Industrial Complex, I think.
Yeah, that was one of our songs.
Right, but that wasn't our first album. That was our first major release.
Right, and then we had an album called Brave New World.
Right, and then we released a musical on ice.
Right, and that was deleted by the feds, I think.
No, I still have a copy.
Yeah, I don't know if you should put that out on the air.
Too late. Nobody knows how to edit shit around here.
Come on, motherfucker.
There you go, taking shots at Steve again.
How does he edit stuff?
Yeah, he's an engineer. He's a producer guy.
I don't think anyone in this building knows what any of those words are.
Yeah.
I think you guys have make-believe titles. It's just like, this dude pushes buttons and makes things like shorter. This dude pushes buttons and records things. And this guy pushes buttons and he's fucking, puts it on the internet. You guys are all button pushers.
There you go, making friends. Steve's pumped with you.
Steve knows I acknowledge his existence. I mean, we jam together sometimes, man. He can play some spoons like a motherfucker.
And guitar and bass.
Yeah, but he's really known for the spoons.
Not really.
Whatever. After the musical, and then we had another album.
Yeah, we didn't really have a name for it yet.
Right, and we wrote a ton of songs.
Yeah, like 30 or 40.
Yeah, and the record company listened to like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, they said, get the fuck out of our office.
Yeah, they sued us to get out of the contract with us. They just,
You do write terrible lyrics.
I appreciate that.
I wouldn't even call them lyrics. They're like limericks. They're not even limericks. They're They're just word salad.
You're very kind. I appreciate our partnership and making music together for all these decades.
Right, so we got a new album coming out, but we're not ready to share that yet.
Nah, it'll be a while. We'll probably leak some shit.
Right, and we'll probably talk more about dumb stories about our tours and about, studio crap.
Right, but I don't really want to play a ton of old songs because, we want to make new songs.
Right, so why don't we play, like I said, a snippet or, whatever.
Of songs we like?
Yeah, you pick one, I'll pick one.
All right, let's see. We wrote a song. I think I wrote the song.
Oh, God, it's a pussy song, isn't it? You just wanted an excuse to play the pussy song.
I'm basically Shakespeare for writing a song. I've reinvented the world. I'm like basically Van Halen or Michael Jordan for writing songs about vaginas.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I think that's...
and I request we play the entirety of the pussy song, but let's do that at the end.
Why would you do that? Your wife hates that song so much.
Right, but you can't stop Shakespeare, man. Michael Jordan's got a Michael Jordan.
Okay, well, I have one about friendship that we wrote together.
Is that the sandwich song?
Yeah, it was a song that we wrote for the musical.
The musical on ice. I learned how to ice skate for that, and then nobody put out the video, man. It was just us fucking skating around. You couldn't even hear us skating. You couldn't even see all the fucking triple axles and shit that I'd pulled off.
Right, we fell down the whole night. It was really bad.
Yeah, I phoned in learning how to skate, that's for sure.
All right, so Steve, you got that queued up. You got the sandwich song.
Wait, man, this one's not about friendship. That's a different song.
Oh, that's right. This one's about disappointment.
Yeah, this one's
That's
overcoming disappointment, I think, is the moral of this story.
Yeah, it's still one of my favorites that we've done.
Yeah, you don't even sing in it.
Shut up.
Oh, man.
Son of a biscuit. I dropped my sandwich, now it's lying there on the floor. Damn it. I dropped my sandwich, now it doesn't seem like mine anymore. You're a stranger to me. Stranger. It was stacked up to the sky with all the goods. Oh, yeah. Pickles and onions and the flesh of a sentient being. Oh, good. Now it's gone. Who would want you now, sandwich? I dropped my sandwich, now I'm wondering what should I do? I dropped my sandwich, now it's swimming with disease from our shoes. It was going to fill the void inside my soul. Oh, yes. My expectations have been lowered forever by this. Oh, this. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. My sandwich is gone. I can't see myself moving. I think I'll get a pizza. Damn it, I wanted to eat that so bad.
That was from the musical on ice right there.
Yeah, I felt you couldn't tell that I fell three times on that.
Yeah, I have a whole new respect for hockey players, that's for sure. There's no way I could fucking skate around and do that shit.
Right, my goal was to be able to skate backwards, and I couldn't skate forwards.
I had a hard time figuring out how to tie them.
I also had a hard time finding the rink. I just didn't show up.
Right, we probably should have worked harder on skating.
Right, so let's close this shit out, man. So I think, for myself, the pussy song is my favorite song, because it's about my favorite thing about my wife. She asked me, she said,
tone deaf.
honey, you write a lot of stupid songs. Yeah. What she said. Quote.
Right.
Write one about your favorite thing about me.
Right, so he slept on my couch for like 2 months.
Yeah, that was a rocky one.
Yeah, I don't feel like we should share this song. I don't think it's really good.
It's brilliant is what it is.
I don't know about that.
Dude.
I think a lot of women have found it offensive that we played it for. It's been around for a while.
This is probably the one that got us kicked off the label.
Right, or Misandrous.
Oh, yeah, the man-hater song. She hates your cock.
Yeah, I thought we called it Misandrous.
Right, but nobody knows what that is.
Man-hater.
She hates your cock.
Yeah, I like that song. We could play that maybe in the future.
Yeah, I guess so. It's our fucking asses on the line now.
Right, so you're sure you want to play the pussy song?
I don't know. I wish I could poll the listeners right now. Like, all right, do you want to hear the pussy song or should we play some other thing?
I mean, it's not meant to be derogatory is what he says.
No, I was just coming up with colorful ways to describe the flower of life.
And the person that you wrote it for thought so highly of it that you slept at my house for 2 months.
Yeah.
So why do you want to play it?
Because it's my genius song. It's my magnum opus.
Okay.
Wait, I said that wrong. It's my magnum PI.
Okay, that makes less sense.
I have to admit, I was a little pitchy in the recording. I wish wish I could go back and, auto-tune that shit like the producers today do.
Yeah, you're pitchy as fuck sometimes.
Yeah, my ears and throat and brain don't always do all the same things together that they want to do.
Yeah.
The brain's like, hey, you should do this, and the throat and the ears are like, nah.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, so I apologize in advance if we lose all the listeners because of this, but Pussy song?
I guess so, but let's not advertise that it's on here.
That's fair. We won't say shit. They just have to get to the end.
All right, well, you guys, if you listen to this, don't tell anybody about it, okay? Keep it to yourselves.
Yeah, his couch sucks. I do not want to sleep on that for any extended period of time, like not even at night.
That's right.
All right, so keep it shh. This is a Pussy song. Written lyrically by me.
All him.
And musically by him and probably actually a bunch of other people that weren't him.
I didn't have anything to do with
We
anything.
played something, and I think you did some harmonies, didn't you?
I'm in there reluctantly.
He's my Flavor Flav in this song. But if this gets back to my wife, I'm going to blame all of you. You understand?
That's nice of you to openly admit you don't understand how the world works.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
La da 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 da. La da 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 da. I love your vagina, baby. I wrote a song about your vajayjay. I love your bearded clam. I love your fur pipe. Miss Flappy the split tail sweet pie. Come dumpster soft tuna taco, lone wanger hanger, your deep dish front hole. I love your lunchbox, your nappy dugout, your ball backboard. I love your snake pit, your haunted devil's ditch, my Scooby snacks,
Your semen crack you.
and I love me some hair pop penny perch muffin. Da da da, la da 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 da, baby. I love your vagina, baby. Here's some more song about your vajayjay. Since I'm down under, it's my plump pink plunder. It's your bone collector. Job deflector. It's your grassy knoll. It's my glory hole. You named it Susan. I call it Vladimir Putin. It's a Mr. Happy Hotel. It's a certified slime well. Going down Jizz Creek. It's your wizard sleeve. Yeah. Pink penis caddy, the shame of your daddy, your skanky hood. Meat drapes your front butt, your beaver hot pocket, your flower bud.
Brown cave mine and mud.
Wrong hole. Some hair pop, penny perch, moontank, punani, twat. My fun sock, furry tsunami. My pelvis furby, yeah. Moist monkey mauler, selector of fathers. Fuzzy manhood cage. I love your pussy.
Yikes.
Right, so truly my motivation to get that out there is just, I think I should win a Pulitzer Prize for that,
Yeah, Nobel Peace Prize, probably.
For sure. It was kind of mixed bad, though, man. I feel like we got kind of gypped in the studio there.
Okay.
All right, well, those were our two favorite tunes. We wrote a lot, so, I mean, it's not like,
The cliche is like picking from your favorite kids.
I definitely have some favorite kids.
Yeah, and you tell them to, which is sad.
Yeah, I'm drunk a lot, so,
Right, but in the case of our songs, I definitely have some that I fucking despise.
Yeah, you gotta write more lyrics so that you could fucking, say shit.
Yeah, you've written some stupid shit over the years. Like the stupidest, I think.
Right.
So that's our show. We talked about some Star Wars stuff.
Both of us are enamored by the pretty lights on the movie screens. And watching people get punched in the face in space is like, I'm all about that.
I'd watch somebody cook eggs in space, to be honest.
I'm with you, dude. Space eggs.
Then you brought up something about me liking chips.
He sends Christmas dinners and shit to the distribution center.
They're nice folk down there. They might not be first responders, but they're pretty close.
All right, then.
Yeah. All right. And then we talked about the music industry and why I guess you think that Eddie Van Halen ruined guitars or something. I don't know.
To be fair, I've been drunk all day, so I don't know either.
Okay. And then we played our favorite songs. One about a sandwich and one about your psychosis.
I want the pussy song played at my funeral, man. I hope you know that.
Okay, really?
Yeah, and I want my funeral in a church, man.
No, we're not. No.
I don't know why you think you'll be there eating all them chips.
That's probably fair.
All right, well, I've been Angus.
And I've been Dave. And this has been the Dave and Angus Show. Now, we were a little off there.
Yeah, I think we nailed it.
That's why everything we do is half-ass.
Yeah.
All right, quick thanks to all of you for listening. Quick thanks to our staff here.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Thanks to our thanks to our producer, Zach Flannery.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, check out more at SkatCast.com or at YouTube at SkatCast.
Check out our growing Patreon community, The Litter Box.
SkatCast.
No one here hates money.
Yeah, and just yesterday we dropped a bonus Ask Me Anything in the Litter Box.
I'm pretty awesome in it, too. It's worth $5-10 a month, yeah. But we do world-class free shit, too, man. Tell them about it next week.
Well, we're going to Colorado.
I'm gonna smoke me some legal weed.
You live in Washington State. It's legal here.
Yeah, but getting high when it's mile high.
What?
It's pretty fly. You gotta try.
Oh, my God.
When you're super high to touch the sky, cause you might die.
Yikes.
Hey, Steve, you got a beat in there, man?
Nope. He says no. All right,
Come
that's
on,
going to
man.
do it for us this week. Bye.
Oh, you just flopped your dick down on my genius, Steve.
It's Dave and Angus.
Yeah.
It's Dave
I'm Angus. I'm Angus.
It's Dave and Angus. Hosting the Dave and Angus Show right now. Let's go.
Well, we've got some things to say about some shit. We'll sing some songs, do interviews, and pee against the wind.
It's Dave
I'm Dave.
and Angus.
I'm Angus.
It's Dave
I'm Dave. I'm Angus.
It's Dave and Angus. Hosting the Dave and Angus Show right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
You've just listened to SkatCast presents The Dave and Angus Show. For more, check out SkatCast.com.
Bing bong.